You know, when we are employed, there's always this question that bugs you. What if? And because I work in the NGO sector, obviously we get contracts which are either 1 year, 2 years. Sometimes you have donors that are supporting you. Sometimes you don't have the funding. So it's a bit wavy in terms of sometimes there's money, sometimes there's no money. So I kept, at the back of my mind, I kept telling myself, I need to be able to ask, what else can I do? I mean, if I didn't have a job today, what would happen? And so in the process of exploring that, I got involved in biasharas. Well, let me tell you, the one they say, let me tell you, Maina. I went into businesses that I didn't understand. I have done very many types of businesses. I have done bakery, I have done welding, I have done, what is it called? Gemstone trade. I have done gold mining. I have done forex. I have done online work, with young people. I actually have, had a station where I used to have some rentals that I had constructed. So during COVID, after COVID, during COVID when, tenants were not paying, I converted it into a different types of business where I had young people bought computers and put young people there so that they can do their online work. It's just, that thing of trying out different businesses. But in the process of trying out all those businesses, I made significant mistakes. I made terrible money mistakes. In one of the things that I did, which was a forex business, where I teamed up with some fellow who said he knows how to do business, and how who said he knows how to do this forex thing. I didn't know that he was a con, so I ended up being conned. I ended up losing money, but not just me. I also had invited other people to come and invest in the company, and they lost 11 million in a period of 3 months. Now that experience took me down very, very significantly, because at that time I was not only was I was a leader in church. I was the chair of the Catholic Women Association in my parish. I was the vice chair of the church. So I mean, I was a leader in church. So going through this experience and the business collapsing and being branded a thief at that point, so I had no face. I basically lost face. In this neighborhood, I lost face. In the church, I lost face. At work, I lost face. I actually went through a series of disciplinary committees, at that time. In fact, hata nikaandikwa kwa gazeti. It was really a difficult moment for me. The only thing that was really the saving grace for me was my family, because I have a very wonderful family. As I've told you, my husband is my childhood friend. I mean, I am blessed with 3 daughters and 2 grandchildren. So we sort of really kept close. And I think there was a woman who was saying the other day that when everything else is gone, the family is really something that you must hold solid. So for me, that's also the message that I preach, that the family remains very, very strong. A lot of money. I actually lost about 15 million in a season of 5 years because of trying very many businesses that were not working. And I came out of that situation. When I finally came out of that situation, I remember I keep telling people, when I celebrated my 47th birthday, on the day I celebrated my 47th birthday, I sat down in my house on a blue seat. It's my blue seat. I don't, maybe that's why I love blue. But on my blue seat, I sat there to do my evening meditation at 10:30 p.m. I woke up from that seat at 7 a.m. in the morning. I was feeling broken and I was feeling broke. Broke because I had no money. I was basically like just one paycheck away from sliding back to some space you wouldn't want to be. And yet, I mean, it's very interesting because I was earning reasonably good money. I mean, as an executive, I was earning good money. But then I was broke because I was in debt. I had taken debt to finance all these businesses. And I was broken because of all the judgment, all the anger and everything that was going on around me. So when I sat there, I call it my Damascus moment. Because when I sat there, I asked myself, how did I get here? What happened? What really happened? And I was clear that there are certain things that needed to change. And one of the things that needed to change was the way I work with money. And that is how I discovered my purpose. Because, eventually I was able to actually write my book, The Unbeatable Spirit. Because I said, I mean, there are too many professional women and many women who go through stuff. but they sort of slide and they're not able to, they stay stuck. They're not able to get out of it. So I said, I want to be that person who will write the experience of what I went through and reinvent myself. So I was able to actually reinvent myself. After that, I became a coach. I went back to school to study coaching. I did a coaching course. I became a coach. I know that God has blessed me with a mouth, so I started also, speaking about money. So eventually, I even registered a company called the Academy of Women and Money. As you can see, this thing, I call it Women and Money. So I write a lot about money issues. If you go to my Facebook page, on a daily basis, you will see that I am writing stuff about money. And it's just ordinary things that, people are grappling with when it comes to money.